Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and this is going to be a very quick and easy tutorial on how you guys can complete the solo Easter egg on ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. It's in fact very easy to complete, and this is going to be a very accurate guide on how you can complete it on solo. Now the steps are pretty much going to be identical if you're in a multiplayer game, but they're going to be slightly altered. Now I know this is a bit late, but I can guarantee you that this will be one of the best tutorials you have watched on how you guys can complete the solo Easter egg on ZETSUBOU no SHIMA very easily. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, by the end of it, make sure to drop a like down below, as well as subscribe to the channel so you never miss any future videos here on the channel. Unfortunately, 90% of other guides have been rushed, very rushed, and they've made countless mistakes. So hopefully I will be correcting all of those mistakes within this video so you guys can complete it very easily. Now in order to do this Easter egg, first of all you will have wanted to get the Skull of Nansapwa. If you don't know how to obtain this weapon, this specialist weapon, there'll be a link to a tutorial down in this video's description. And you also want to have built the KT4, the wonder weapon on this map. Again, if you don't know how to do this, there'll be a link to a tutorial down in this video's description. Now, a lot of other tutorials have been saying that you now need to upgrade the KT4 to the Masamune in order to complete the Easter egg, but that is not the case. You can do the full Easter egg without upgrading the KT4. This will mean you'll be able to complete the Easter egg a lot quicker. However, it is still certainly recommended to upgrade the KT4 to the Masamune anyways, because it will make the boss fight at the end a lot easier. So again, I'll link a tutorial down in this video's description if you want to find out how to upgrade the KT4, as it'll just make the Easter egg overall easier. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. So now that you have the Skull of Nansapwa, as well as you also have the KT4 or the upgraded Masamune, you want to make your way over to the bunker section by where there's the purple infected element 115 water. And by here, you'll in fact see this ripped sheet of paper that will be on the wall. And you want to pull out your Skull of Nansapwa and you want to mesmerize the wall. And you can do this by pressing the aim down sight button, aka L1, or L2 if you're on a PS4. When you'll do this, you'll see that it will uncover the other section of the ripped paper. Now that you have done this, you want to make your way to the entrance of the bunker, and when you go here, you want to look at the wall which I'm looking at now, and once again pull out your Skull of Nansapwa and mesmerize the wall. When you mesmerize the wall, it will uncover a secret room, and this secret room will be a location where there'll be a load of cogs for a broken elevator. Now this Easter egg is all going to revolve around us trying to fix the elevator. There's going to be 3 different cogs of which you will have to collect in order to do this. Now that you've done that, you're going to need the Gobblegum anywhere but here. So prior to going into the game, you must have anywhere but here selected in your inventory. If you do not have it, you won't be able to complete the Easter egg, unfortunately. But once you've managed to obtain anywhere but here from the Gobblegum, you want to make your way over to the blue element 115 water to the left of spawn. When you go here, you'll see that there will be a spider web, and you want to pull out your KT4 or upgraded Masamune, and you want to shoot a single bullet at the web. Now this does not have to be a charged bullet like a lot of other tutorials have told you. It can just be a normal bullet. Now when you shoot this down, you'll be taken into a spider boss fight. Now prior to going down here, I would recommend that you've probably got an upgraded wonder weapon as well as Juggernog, because if you don't have this, you may in fact run out of ammo whilst you're down there or die. So definitely go in with a gun such as an LMG or also an assault rifle, as those will be the best for taking down this spider boss. Now when you're fighting this spider boss, it will sort of drip acid down from its mouth, and when it's dripping the acid down, that is when you in fact want to shoot the mouth, and that's going to be how you're going to damage it. Now you need to be wary, because the spider boss can in fact hit you with its legs. They won't do too much damage, but if multiple legs hit you at once, it can result in a quick and easy death. Also, the spider will spew down acid, and if you stand on that acid, it will inflict damage as well. Now, whilst you're down here, the boss will spawn in mini spiders as well. Now, you need to make sure you're clearing out all these spiders so you don't get too damaged, and just focus on the spiders when they spawn rather than the actual boss. These spiders do in fact have a random chance of dropping max ammos as well to help you out whilst you're down here. However, this is not guaranteed. I've fought this boss multiple times and not gotten any max ammo, so that's why I say when you go down here, you must make sure you've got enough ammunition to defeat the boss, as you're not 100% guaranteed a max ammo. So make sure you have an LMG or an assault rifle. But once you finally manage to defeat the boss, you then want to use the anywhere but here gobblegum whilst you're down in this cave. And if you use it here, you will in fact be taken to a sort of area where Division 9 have been experimenting on dragons. They've been trying to create dragons of some sort, but you want to make your way over by this large cracked open egg where you'll see a cog on the floor, and you want to press square X or F to collect that cog. Now what you want to do is you can just simply exit out of this room. So now you're on to complete getting the second cog. Now in order to get the second cog, you will have needed to build the shield. It's pretty easy to do. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube. Now that you have the shield, you want to make your way over to the Keeper's Podium, to where you will have gotten your Skull of Narn-Sapla. Now there's going to be 4 different pillars, and on one of those pillars there's going to be 3 different Apothicon symbols. Now if you look at the Apothicon symbols, it will show 3 different challenges which you will have to complete. The challenges are fairly easy to do, and you can do them between round 10 and round 15 depending on how difficult they are, but you want to have completed all 3 of those challenges in your game to do this next step. Now when you complete the first challenge, you'll be granted with a max ammo. When you complete the second challenge, you'll be granted with a free weapon, and when you complete the third challenge, you'll be granted with a free perk power-up. And once you've completed all 3 challenges, lightning will at random moments strike the pillars, and you want to wait here and wait for the lightning to strike. Now this will happen every couple of minutes or so, so it will happen pretty often. So you want to stand by here and wait for the lightning to strike. As soon as the lightning strikes, you then want to pull out your shield, and what will happen is your shield will then become electrified. Now this electric shield will in fact work similar to the Pop Shock's Gobblegum, as in if any zombies hit your shield, they will immediately die and become electrified. So you want to make sure if you've only got 1 zombie left in the game that you don't accidentally kill off that zombie. This shield can also be used to get 50% off on perks as well as gobblegums. However, for the purpose of this Easter egg tutorial, what you want to do is you want to make your way over to Lab A to the left of spawn. Now if you make your way over to Lab A, you want to make your way up to the zip line. You then want to pull out your shield and you want to melee the trigger button for the zipline, and you'll see that it will then become electrified and your shield will no longer become electrified. Now you're going to need to have 500 points so that you can use this zipline, and you're going to have to time this very, very carefully, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to press square X or F to go down in the zipline. Now when you do this, you need to time this perfectly, because you need to press the melee button to drop down from the zip line so that you fall down on the docks below. Now you need to time this carefully, because if you do it too early, you will immediately fall to your death, which will be very, very unfortunate. So only ever press the melee button if you 100% know you're going to fall down on the docks, because it's better safe than being sorry, because if you do it too late, you won't die and you can simply repeat this step. However, if you manage to press the melee button at the right time, you'll fall down onto the docks where you'll again see another cog part, and you can again go up to that cog, press square X or F to pick it up. Now if you do indeed fall off and die, and you may respawn if you've got quick revive, you can simply retry this. Or if you manage to fail this and you press the melee button too late so that you don't fall off at all, you can again just retry this step. Once again go over to the podium and it'll get the electric shield, and then melee the trigger button for the zipline, and again repeat this step. Now that you have the second cog for the elevator, the third cog is pretty easy. So the third cog can be achieved in the following manner. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have the bucket, obviously, and you want to make your way over to the left of spawn, to the left of Lab A, where you'll see the blue element 115 water, and you want to pick up the some element 115 water, and what you need to do is you want to make your way over to a plant pot. You then want to place a seed down. You then want to water that seed with the blue element 115 water, and then shoot it once with your KT4 or the upgraded KT4, aka the Masamune. Now that you've done this, you want to wait until the next round starts. Once the next round starts, you want to repeat this step. You want to go over to that same plant pot. You then want to water it with the blue element 115 water, and once again shoot it with the KT4 or the upgraded Masamune. Now again, once you've done this, you want to again wait until the next round starts. Now once the next round starts, this will be the final time you have to do this, but make your way over to that plant pot and again water it with the blue element 115 water and shoot it once with your KT4 or upgraded Masamune. Now that you've done this, once again for the final time, you have to wait until the next round starts, and you'll see that it will have grown into a full-fledged plant. Now when you open this plant, there are random different things that you can get from this, such as weapons, power-ups, and various other things as well. You can get a free Bowie knife from this plant, you can also get a free monkey bomb, or maybe it could even spawn in a clone plant. However, there is a random chance that this plant will in fact spawn in an AA bullet, and you just want to press square X or F to pick up the AA bullet. Now because this is a random chance, what I recommend doing is that you plant multiple plants watered with the blue element 115 water as well as shot with the wonder weapon per round, so that you will have multiple plants that you will have to water as well as shoot with the wonder weapon per round, which will increase your chance of it spawning in an AA bullet. But if you've gotten lucky and one of these plants has spawned in the AA bullet, what you want to do is you want to make your way back into the bunker. Make your way through the corridors, which you can see on screen, over to the right. And what you'll see when you get here is some sort of a missile launcher, and you want to press square X or F on the back of this, which will place down the AA bullet into this sort of missile type launcher. Now you will hear a noise from the AA gun when it places down. So if you don't hear a noise, just keep on pressing square X or F until you hear the noise so you know that you've placed it down. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to wait by this AA gun until the plane flies across. Now this will happen about every few minutes or so, I'm not sure on the exact timing, so just wait here with one zombie at the end of a round, and you want to wait until the plane flies over. And once it's flying over, you need to time this very perfectly, because you then want to go over to the AA gun and you want to press square X or F to shoot it, to shoot the AA bullet into the plane, which will cause some sort of mini cutscene where you'll see the plane fall down. If you do in fact miss, you'll have to repeat this step and get another AA bullet by watering the plants with the blue element 115 water 3 times per round, as well as shooting it with the wonder weapon 3 times per round. Okay, so once you shoot the plane down, it will in fact drop a cog on a random area within the map. Now if you watch very carefully, you will in fact see where on the map this cog falls from the plane. However, you're going to have a very keen eye in order to spot this, so it's unlikely that you will spot where it in fact falls. Now some of the locations where you can find this cog, well, one of them will in fact be right in front of the bunker where you see me find it within this particular gameplay. Now another possible location is by the zipline at Lab A. But again, if you watch very carefully, you'll be able to track where the plane falls, and you'll be able to track where this cog has landed. If you need help in detecting where this cog has fallen, just leave a comment in the comment section down below and I'll try and help you. Now that you have gotten all 3 cogs, you want to make your way back into the secret room which we unveiled earlier, and you want to place all 3 of the cogs down by pressing square X or F. Now when you do this, it will in fact activate the elevator to the right of it, and it will now become available. So now that you'll be able to go down to the final Easter egg ending boss fight to complete this Easter egg. When going down here, make sure you're prepared with the right amount of ammunition you need. Now as he said, you need to have at least the KT4 or the upgraded Masamune. Now it is recommended that you get the Masamune to in fact defeat this boss, as it will make it a lot easier. Again, if you don't know how to do that, there'll be a link to a tutorial down in this video's description. Also, make sure you've got the right gobblegum selected. Things such as in plain sight will be useful. Anywhere but here will also be useful, as it will just spawn you to a random location within the boss fight. So go into the elevator and press square X or F to lower you down into the boss fight. Now when you get lowered down to the bottom of the elevator, you'll enter the boss room. Now when you're here, you'll see 3 different arms that are stretched across the room, and you want to shoot the spore with the wonder weapon. So you want to shoot it and it will then remove its arm. You then want to shoot the second one and again it will remove its arm, and you then want to shoot the third one and again it will remove its arm. So make your way into the main boss fight arena and you'll see the boss at the back of the room. This is in fact Takio, and he's been experimented on and he's been turned into a mutated thrasher. You'll see that one of his arms will in fact be stretched across, and you'll see a spore on it, an orange spore, and you simply want to shoot that with your wonder weapon, no other gun, only your KT4 or the upgraded Masamune. When you do this, the boss will inflict damage, and a load of zombies as well as spiders and quite a fair amount of thrashers will start to spawn into the boss fight. Now what you need to do is you want to just train in a circular fashion once you're down here, and pretty much primarily just use your wonder weapon. It's pretty easy to take out. Just shoot the thrashers with charged bullets and you'll be able to take them out very, very quickly. Just make sure you don't get trapped in here and you're always moving, because those thrashers will get you red screened with Jug. So you just want to keep on training in the boss arena until the spore will again arise on the arm of the boss. Again, you then want to shoot this with the Masamune or the KT4, and again the boss will inflict damage. Now you're going to have to shoot this spore a total of 2 more times, I believe. So just make sure you're staying alive and make sure you're looking out whenever that spore does in fact arise on the boss's arm. But once you finally shoot the spore for the final time on the boss, you will have in fact completed the main Easter egg on ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. It's pretty easy and pretty simple to do. It's probably one of the easiest main Easter eggs ever in Call of Duty Zombies history, and as soon as you do that, you will then be initiated into the Easter egg ending cutscene for ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. I'm going to let you guys enjoy that now in a second, but if this tutorial has been useful, make sure to drop a like down below. If I have in fact made any mistakes within this video as well, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section so I can add an annotation to help correct that mistake. I've tried to not make any mistakes, but it is possible that I may have made some accidentally. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the ending cutscene now, so without further ado, thank you for watching and enjoy.
Your eyes, I recognize them. Almost as though they were my own. Takio Musaki, I did not believe I would find you in such a place. I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero. I share this memory. I have lived many of the same victories. I later learned that my victories were unwelcome. His betrayal was driven by petty jealousy. He knew I could endure anything, that I feared not even my own death. Punishment is one thing. This is cruelty. Who could be so evil as to desire another soul to endure such suffering? Who amongst us could be so dishonorable? Are you so blinded by your own loyalty? The orders came from the Emperor himself. My life, my path, is built upon a lie. This realm may have been corrupted and consumed by evil, but we possess the power to change things. A better tomorrow is only possible if we blow away the ashes of the past. None of us choose the means by which mercy will find us. But I am at peace. I understand what must be done. Will you be my kaishakunin? It is my honor.
One to go. Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
Nein. There is something else we must do. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion. Call it